Week 29 of documenting my business journey up until what was meant to be £1 million in revenue, but so far all we've done is document the downfall of my business. So I've been running my business for about 8 years now, and just over 3 years ago we were able to start building out a small team, and that felt like we were on the right track. And I've always been one for numbers in the business. I've learned from a lot of great business owners, and their biggest advice has always been around the numbers. You know, cash is king, profit is sanity, all that sort of stuff. And I've always known that we've been running the numbers quite tight. We don't have massive net profit margins because we're always trying to invest as much as we can back into the business and ultimately trying to grow faster than project turnarounds or invoice payment terms will actually allow. And of course that means one delayed project, one delayed invoice, one unpaid invoice, and you're on the back foot. And there's definitely an element of taking a little bit too much risk, but we have also been really unlucky, I think, with projects being delayed, postponed, invoices being paid late, and we've been so far on the back foot for so long that we've been walking backwards for the past 9 months. And all of that while trying to buy a business for the past 18 months, as well as dealing with trying to completely switch our target client and trying to do all of that while your 10 grand a month overheads stay exactly the same, but your revenue plummets. And the top and bottom of it is that it has left us with basically 60 days to transform the business and make sure that it survives. That includes making changes to pricing as well as structuring projects. And when we've looked at the numbers, we've realised we're essentially absorbing costs that we can't really afford. Projects are taking longer than we expect and more time than we can financially sustain. Especially if you consider something like data storage, where currently we're spending about £500 a month on data and storage just for projects that are either awaiting feedback or are completely dormant. That's literally £6,000 a year just bleeding from the business. And when projects or invoices get delayed, we've basically had to borrow money from the banks in order to kind of plug that gap. And in the past 12 to 18 months, we've basically accrued £15,000 in interest. Now, these are the costs of running a business or running our business that people just do not see. You know, they're not a clear and obvious bank statement and transaction. This isn't something that actually leaves your account, but it takes a real deep dive into the numbers to realise all of these costs that you're facing. And unfortunately for us, they are costs to stay in business. We're having to do that through necessity to survive 1 month after the other. So this series started as a means of documenting our journey to £1 million in revenue, but right now it is documenting our survival. So hopefully I'll see you next week.